our porch looks like this morning. You can see the fog out there, but the fog has somehow penetrated the whole entire porch and made the whole entire porch wet, except up to the log cabin itself. The log cabin itself. There's something in the fog. Someone wrote in the comments section yesterday, or I saw it, I don't know where I seen it. There was some type of a video. Good morning, Susan B. Deborah. Deborah, let me get you. I've been waiting for you to come in here. There. Okay, I got you. I've been waiting for you to come in here while I was online. There was somebody writing something about an unusual fog in the area where they live, or something like unusual fog in some states. But no, there's something to it. There really is something to it. Of course, the temperature has changed and the ground was really cold and now the air is hot. You have the thick fog right now, Deb? Yeah. Is it warm where you're at? It could be warm. There has not been many times at all. The only time I've really seen the porch completely wet is when the wind was blowing and the rain was blowing and it blew the water, the rain on the porch, but the fog, the fog, the fog that was out there, it somehow came and encroached upon the porch. But it didn't breach too close to the house. Unusual fog. Good morning. Good morning, you all. In the fog in Idaho, Genius by Faith, has been really weird. Rolling across the mountains because there's something in it. Was there some kind of movie about the fog? This is like a scary movie or something. I didn't watch it. I know there was something about the fog or the mist or something. Look how wet this got. It's the fog was so heavy. So heavy. It's like a layer of it. Is your fog heavy? Back in the 80s. Good morning, Jim. If you're just tuning in, there's something strange and unusual about the fog. Rosie was even kind of leery going out on the porch because she would walk out here and she would stay right here and sniff the pole. But then she went under the porch, but the whole entire porch, I'm not, I got some boots on. I don't want to step on the fog. There's something in it. The mist turned kids. Wait, the mist, and it turned the kids' nails black. Black. Oh, wow. I know mode will turn black. Too much moisture and too much the wrong type of humidity. The temperature will turn things black. If there's not a balance, it grows. Without a balance, it's growing, y'all. We have not, I think they're cutting the chat. The algorithm is keeping people from commenting in here. We need the chat to grow. One time I did a video, it's been several recent videos, zero chat, even though I had a whole lot of people, zero chat rate, which is really strange, but that's okay. Does anybody have, good morning. Does anybody have somebody knows something else about this mist, this fog? See, it couldn't get all the way up to the house. It couldn't. It was within a foot, practically within a foot or 6 inches from this log, from the log cabin, except maybe in certain areas. Maybe because the, I don't know, barrier or something. You think it's yes, for sure. You haven't been able to sleep well. Christ is King. Good morning, you all. Yeah, there's something about it. Today is Thursday. Is it the full moon or new moon? And there'll be people howling at the moon. They'll be howling at the moon. You had the worst night, Stacy. The worst night. I really don't want to be outside. I need these wind chimes to chime. They don't even want to chime. There's no air. There's no movement. You were in so much pain. Tomorrow is the full moon. Is it in the wee hours of the morning? Is today the 25th? Yeah. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, you all. Yeah, there's something in the fog. The fog is unusual, rolling over the mountains. You have to ask yourself, how can fog, if fog is supposed to be a hovering like substance or whatever, how can the fog have movement unless there's something in that fog causing it to move, something spiritual, something paranormal, something not of this world causing the fog to move? Because it's supposed to be stationary. It's supposed to be stationary and just hovering. But when it starts moving, there's something else going on. Something else. You have, oh, wow. Took 2, wow, since Thanksgiving. Yeah. This is really strange. It really is. Something is going on. It doesn't feel normal. Rosie, honey, you got to get up here, honey. Get up here out of the grass. Get in the house, Rosie. You're a little baby. No, she went back under the porch. She went under the porch. Yeah. I really do feel something has CERN. You ever hear about the cracked universe? The cracked universe thing? It has to do with quantum, something about quantum mechanics and stuff with CERN, and inverting opposites. It's really deep. This, with what's really going on in the world, is really, 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 really deep. And that Mandela effect does play a role, because the Mandela effect is the things that are like opposite. And now it's like, wait a minute. Whatever, some kind of scientist or something. I didn't watch that movie. There's a series called The Black Mirror. I just heard about it last night or last evening, about the Black Mirror. And I was scrolling through whatever, and it was talking about all these unusual things, but these unusual things is really what our world is in right now, all this stuff happening. And it's like, it's not so unusual because we're stuck in it. We're stuck in it now, but yet maybe on, come on, Rosie, that's me. Come on, Rosie, you're a little baby. Come on in, because you're a baby. You got to come in the house, Rosie. You You're a crouching lion. Come on, you want to eat? Come on, Rosie. Rosie, come on in. You're a little baby. Let's go in the house. Come on, Rosie. What are you smelling? Come on. Come on, you got to come in. It's time to come in, Rosie. Get in the house. Come on, you got to come in. Come on, let's go. I try to get Rosie. Get in the house. Come on, let's go. You got to go in the house. You're a baby. Yeah, I can't really concentrate out there for some reason. And Rosie doesn't want to stay out there either. I don't know if I'd watch that series. But when I was just scrolling down, it was talking about things that are happening now. Things that are happening now. Yeah. The fog has Myrtle Beach. Is that North Carolina? Is that Myrtle Beach in North Carolina covered? Yeah. The fog is very thick in Ohio, lingering. Yeah. Yeah. I am going to go, you all. This is a short video. This is going to be a very, it's a short video. I'm going to go. You all think about it. Something about the fog. And fog should not have the movement to where it could literally go over the mountains like that. It should not. It should not. Now, the energy's in the air right now. It's Thursday. Is the full moon going to happen in the nighttime of today, since this is the 25th? Is it the 25th? Let's see. We got a new calendar in the mail. Oh, I got that picture on my computer. The Monocerotis. It's a phenomenon, an unusual phenomenon in space called a light echo, where light from an erupting star reflects or echoes off the dust and then travels to the Earth. The echo came from the variable star V838 Monocerotis, the V838 moon in early 2002, and the V838 increased in brightness temporarily to become 600,000 times brighter than our sun. The reaction what? Of the eruption is still unclear. So if we've got something like this that has the brightness temporarily to become 600,000 times brighter than our sun, then it's traveling. It's traveling. That's 2002 or something. What happened? Gina, what are you showing that? I don't know. It ties into it, because that's a lot of 600,000 times brighter than our sun with echoes, travels to the Earth. The reason for the eruption is unclear. It's unclear. The phosphine fog. Hello, Apple Brooks, honey. The full moon, you barely been seeing it lately. Oh, yeah. Did someone say what time? Oh, it's at, let me see, Deb, honey. It's at 12:54 today. Wow. In the daytime. But we can't see the moon. The whole sky is covered. It's covered in a thick fog. You can't see the moon out here. Look, it's white skies. Totally white out there. Totally white. Ah. You took a photo to something that's similar around 2010, 600,000 times brighter than the sun. (2002), it reflects or echoes off the dust. in early 2002. Wonder how many light years away V838 was. V838. You all got to look up V838. I'm going to look up V838, okay? Because I want to see what V838 is, if I can open up my laptop. V838. There's something in the fog. I'm going to look it up. V838 Mon. Mon. Just thinking. Okay, I found it. 19,000 light years from the sun. A major outburst. Distance to the Earth. It was 19900 light years. Constellation. If that was back in 2002, what if that light is already headed toward the Earth? It's a binary, it's binary star system constellation from the sun. What is so special? Expands the illumination. Hubble phenomenon. Light echoes. There was something important about this. A remnant of a binary what? A wind-like flow, Talinda, active decaying. There's something to that. There's something to it. The enigma of, look, okay. It made the news. It made the news, you all. Look at this. It made the news. The Monocerotis star still has astronomers' heads. 2,000, 20,000. We got to see this, you all. There's something to this. Head exploding. I'm not going to have no volume coming on here. I'm not. You just tuning in. Gina, I thought you was talking about the fog. Well, he's talking about the fog. Yeah. Talking about the fog. 20,000 light years away. And in January of 2002, oh, that light probably reached the Earth. Oh, the light reached the Earth. Look. A slow waking up of sleeping beauty. A peculiar binary that underwent an immense stellar explosion. They're waking up sleeping beauty. Oh. What? I don't. What are the star constellations? I don't know about it. I'm not good with the constellations. I want to know how far away it is, even though we're talking about the fog is really unusual, and it somehow got on this right here. How far from our distance from Earth? I want it to be right now. I want it to be. I want to do the most recent. Within the past month, I want to know what the recent one is. View space, January the 6th. No, it's like they're all stuck on the same 20,000. It's still stuck on it. Can we make predictions about when certain events will occur? Light, some kind of lights coming here. If something is 600,000 times brighter than the sun, would that be like a plasma apocalypse or something? Or are we going to have a something? I don't know. I don't know about it, you all. I'm closing up my laptop. I'm not talking about it no more. I'm not. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. The fog is really unusual. It's very, very, very unusual. It's foggy in Gulfport, Mississippi. Let's see this. In Gulfport, Mississippi, the fog should not be moving and rolling over the mountains. It should not. And the fog on my porch, the fog came onto the porch and got the whole porch wet. And normally when the porch gets wet, it's from the wind and the wind blowing the rain all over, but the fog was encroached upon the porch. Rosie, you don't want to go out. You don't. It's very humid. It's foggy in Michigan. Yeah. Now there's something going on. Something going on, Rosie. Let's look at this right here. You're going to look at it with me, Rosie, honey. The Crab Nebula. We've heard of the Crab Nebula. That the Chinese. The Crab Nebula supernova seen by the Chinese in the year 1054. How do they know? How do they know? How could they have the technology to be seen in 1054? Where did they get the technology to see it? 6,500 light years from Earth. Super dense neutron star rotating every 33 milliseconds, shooting out rotating lighthouse like beams of radio waves and light. Pulsar, bright dot at the image. Nebular, intricate shape is caused by a complex interplay of the pulsar, fast-moving wind of particles coming from the pulsar, the material originally ejected by the supernova explosion by the star itself before the explosion. We got the Crab Nebula. What are y'all doing, Gina? When I'm looking at these, the galaxy M61, luminous heart, dark tendrils of dust, You know what this looks like? When the plasma was giving birth, the dark clumps like this crawled out underneath the web plasma. It did. Starburst, the Butterfly Nebula in April. The Butterfly Nebula in April. Oh, wow. Butterfly Nebula? Ionized iron. Ionized iron. Traces of a S shape from the lower left. Okay, ionized iron. Y'all just looking at these small Magellanic cloud in May. Now listen, these nebulas or whatever they're showing, these stars or something, based on the month they're in, they could have something to do with what's going to occur somehow in that month. Could be clues into the future. Everything is a clue. The ashes of the first star in June. What did the first quasars? Okay, first stars and pulsars. We're talking about the fog. But Gina, you're showing the monkey head in July. Monkey head, planetary nebula PK, August. I don't have much to it. They don't have much information on it. It's referred to as Menzel, named after the astronomer who discovered it in 1922. NG 6357, that's got some dark stuff in it too. Clusters. 3 clusters of young stars, hot, massive, luminous, Chandra and Rosat, September. Yeah, we got to look at this. Sharpless 2106. It's a bipolar, a soaring celestial snow angel in October. It outstretched its wings of the nebula record the contrasting imprint of heat and motion against the backdrop of a colder medium. Twin lobes of superhot gas glowing stretch outward. The hot gas creates the wings of our angel. A ring of dust and gas orbiting the star acts like a belt clenching and expanding the nebula into an hourglass of shape. Why do they have to describe it like an angel? Angel of something? Rubin's galaxy. Foreground stars. Diffraction spikes. Brightest star photobombs of galaxy disk. Rubin's galaxy. This is November, whatever it is. I think this is Antenna Galaxy. Jenny, you're talking about the fog and you're showing this. You're locked in a deadly embrace. The best image of Antenna Galaxies, also known as NGC. NGC, this sounds familiar, sounds familiar to me. Just these three letters, locked in a deadly embrace. Once normal, sedate, spiral galaxies like the Milky Way, the pair has spent the last few 100 million years sparring with one another. The clash is so violent that the stars have been ripped from their host galaxy to form a streaming arc between the two. In wide field images of the pair, the reason for their name becomes clear. Far-flung stars and streamers of gas stretch out into space, creating long tidal tails reminiscent of the antenna. Look how they did that, sparring. Look how they did it. No, the way they worded it, that's in December. You know what it sounds like? It really does sound like something. What's this? What's this? The Horsehead Nebula. A Horsehead Nebula. Iconic Horsehead Nebula, infrared. Light to mark the 23rd anniversary of the launch, looking like an aperture rising from white caps of foam. The iconic Horsehead Nebula graced astronomy ever since its favorite target for amateur. Okay, so we got that. You know that last one. Let me put this up. I know this is supposed to be about the fog, and I got stuck on the calendar. I did. Sorry. That's why people don't watch you, Gina. You go all over the place. I know it. I do. No, there's something. There's something going on. There's something deep going on. It is. That's right. Y'all, this is Thursday. It is. And it's okay. You got to keep the balance within. Keep your balance. Keep your peace. You can do it. Yeah. I am going to go. I am. So, gracious Heavenly Father, may you be with each and every one of us. May you keep your hand over us. May you lead and guide us into all truth. And may you give us the peace that passes all understanding. And just pour your love into all of our hearts. Pour your love into our hearts and keep your hand over us, our family, our loved ones. In the name of precious Jesus, amen. Yeah, you can do it. We're going to do it. You're so welcome, Susan B. Apple Brooks, honey. Deb, honey, I'm glad I caught you in a live so I could give that wrench to you. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your all's morning. I wasn't going to get on here so early this morning, but the fog shouldn't roll over the mountains. If it does, it's got something in it. It's got something in it making it move like that. Like a tidal wave. It's got some air behind it. Kind of reminds me of when the fog, like in the volcano live streams, when you don't have to speed it up. That fog, you can see it. It literally, it like over the volcanoes, like that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up on the way out. And just be mindful of your day. Just be mindful and just be at peace. Say it's well with my soul. I'm going to do it. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It's well with your soul, you all. Gotta go. Love you. Let me look at this. Yeah. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, moderators.